Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I wanted to do an all-day wear test and a review on the new Makeup Revolution Stick Foundation. So this is what it looks like. It retails for $9 at Ulta. I was really excited to try out this product because all of Makeup Revolution's products that I've tried recently, I just really enjoy. And especially their new concealer that they have. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you know that's like my favorite concealer this year. I'm just really excited to try out this foundation stick. I actually don't own any. I have tried some out in the past, but they were like too matte for my skin because I've got dry skin. So I was excited to test this out because it doesn't seem to be like a matte formula. All it says on the website is Make Revolution's fast-based stick foundation quickly perfects contours and highlights your complexion. So it doesn't sound like it's really a matte formula. So yeah, I haven't done anything yet. All I'm going to do right now on camera is do my brows, my eyes, and my foundation to test this out with. Just because I am kind of getting ready. Usually I would stick to just the foundation, but whatever. I had my physical therapy appointment this morning. If you guys have been watching recently or following me on Twitter, you'll know that I injured my back, and my doctors got me into physical therapy really quickly. So I was actually supposed to film this video this morning. That didn't happen because of an issue with my hair. Long story. So it's about like 12:30 now, so it's kind of late in the day, but I mean, I stay up really late, so I'm going to do a check-in with you guys later on after I've worn the foundation all day and give you my final thoughts on it and just see how it wore throughout the day. Right now I'm just going in with my NYX brow pencil. I'll leave everything I use linked down below. I know you guys probably heard me opening the package. I just had to pick up a new one because I ran out, but I've been loving this eyebrow pencil so much. I don't know. I was going to test out a new one, but I wasn't sure which one I wanted to try. And I know this one works well for me, so usually when I buy a new brow pencil, I have something left over of one that I really like just in case it doesn't work out for me. And that wasn't the case. I've run out of all of my favorites. So if you guys have any recommendations on new brow products or anything that you want me to try, just leave it in the comments down below so that I can, you know, purchase it, because I am looking to pick up some more new products. I don't know. I've really been in the shopping mood lately. Normally I do my brows after my foundation, but for some reason I've been switching everything up a bit, and I don't know, I just really didn't want to be on camera forever with my brows not done because they just looked really bad. I think I am going to do my eyes real quick first, but I'm just going with a really simple look. I just want to do that in case I have any fallout. I really don't want to ruin my foundation, so I'm just going to go in with the Per Cosmetics eyeshadow palette I got with my BoxyCharm. I can't remember which month we got this in, but it's got all these pretty shades, and I'm just feeling like the peachy pink colors here. I just feel like I'll throw some of that in my crease. And setting down a base shade real quick. I, of course, didn't put any concealer or anything on my eyelids, but that's fine. Like I said, I'm just running out the door to run some errands and stuff and just do a little bit of shopping today, so nothing really major. I recently just made a video with all these new Morphe brushes that I just purchased, so if you guys haven't seen that video, you really should go check it out. I go through every single one that I purchased and what I like using them for and everything like that. So anyways, yeah, I didn't even tell you guys. I just took this and put it all over the lid, and then I took this and threw it in the crease. I'm going to take a little bit more of this and throw it in the crease too, and then I'll either take that same first shade or maybe the like glitter shade and put that on my lid. We'll get into the foundation because I know that's what you guys were really here for. I don't know why I decided to do a half get ready with me, but I just figured I really do need to actually get ready to leave, so I'm going to throw that in the lid. It's not really all that pigmented, I don't think, without like a glitter primer set down, but that's fine. I don't want anything that's too pigmented right now since I'm not really going to do anything important. I got the new Essence Volume Stylist Lash Extension Mascara with lengthening fibers. Heard a lot of great reviews about this, so I'm going to give this a try too. It's a really weird wand. Like, I don't know, it's just very small compared to what I usually use, but I don't know, I've heard everybody raving about this. It's not actually new, it's just new to me. I actually really like that mascara. I think it looks really nice. I don't know how well it's coming up on the camera, but yeah, it does seem to like lengthen my eyelashes and definitely give them a nice lift, so that's really great. So before I put on the foundation, I am going to go in with one of my favorite primers just to give it a fair test. So I'm using the Physicians Formula Spotlight Illuminating Primer. It says it's with age-defying actives. I feel like a lot of times, like with stick foundations, I kind of have issues with it, like creasing up a lot. I feel like I just have issues with it creasing up in my lines and everything. So I want to try to put this one on for that. Not to mention, since it's not a matte formula, like I feel like this one tightens my skin and it does illuminate it a little bit, but I don't feel like it makes anything extra dewy. So okay, I'm going in with the shade F3. That was one of the things that I didn't really care for about this, was the shade range didn't really look great. Like, I'm not even sure if this is definitely gonna match me. It was like some were just too yellow toned, others were too pink toned, or they were too dark. Like, it was crazy. I don't know. I put a little bit of this stuff on my cheeks earlier just to see if the color was all that bad. I think I can make this work. I don't know how much to put on because I don't know what kind of coverage this gives, so I'm just starting off with a couple of swipes. I don't want to be one of those people who puts way too much on and then it looks cakey because of that. And I feel like it actually does look really dewy. Like, I don't know if you guys can see that. I definitely can see it in the viewfinder, but and in my mirror, it is making my skin look really dewy and like luminous. It does say that it like highlights, and I think they said contour, so if you wanted to like use one of those sticks for like a contour stick, you probably could. I did not buy another shade to do that with, so I won't be doing that today. I just wanted to see how just the foundation worked. Okay, so with like one half of my face not done and the other half of my face done, I'd say it does kind of look like it has like a good medium coverage, and it probably is buildable to full coverage. I don't really want to build it because I typically don't build foundations up because it would look really cakey. So I feel like if I do anything extra, it's just going to be too much, and then it's just going to ruin my thoughts on the product. It blends out nicely with the brush. I know I typically would have done one of these videos where I do like half my side of my face with the beauty blender and the other half with the brush, but because I actually kind of am in a rush and have to get going, I just wanted to do it this way. Not to mention, this is just like a first impression all day wear test. Like, I always test out foundations a lot more than this in my videos and off camera so that I can test it with different primers and different ways of applying it. So I'll be testing it with a sponge at some point anyways. I'm sure it'll be in an upcoming video. I did get another foundation also to try out soon, so that'll be coming up as well. Okay, so far I don't think the color is too awful, and I do like the nice dewy finish that it gives me and the high coverage of it. The only thing is that this is definitely not one of those foundations where it looks like you're not wearing foundation. I can definitely tell that I have makeup all over my face. It kind of reminds me a little bit of how, don't get insulted because I say this, but the look of it on my skin right now reminds me of how the Too Faced Born This Way foundation looked on my friend's face. Like, I've never actually personally tried out that foundation myself, but the reason is because my best friend wore it all the time, and I could definitely tell she was always wearing makeup, and it looked a little cakey and, I don't know, just too much on her. Sometimes I was just like, that's not the foundation for me, and it was like a matte coverage. That's kind of how this is looking a little bit. Like, I already noticed when I was putting the foundation on this side of my face that right around here it started to look kind of cakey. I don't know so far. It does have like a natural kind of feel. Like, it doesn't feel cakey on my skin, if that makes any sense. Like, it doesn't feel like that. It doesn't feel super tacky to the point where I feel like I would need to set it. I don't typically set foundations down, especially with powder. I will only do that in certain places, like where I put my concealer. So that's the only place I'm going to set my face today. I don't think I'll set it anywhere else because I just want to see just how this foundation on top of this primer is going to work. Maybe it is the primer messing with it. You never know. I will continue to test it. But anyways, I am going to go finish the rest of my face off of camera, and then I'll do a check-in with you guys later on today when I get back from running my errands, and then probably one last final check-in at the end of the night, and I'll let you know my final thoughts by the end of today. Hey guys, so I'm back with my final check-in about the foundation. I actually wish that I would have updated you guys in the middle of the day because I had no idea how much this foundation was going to change within just a few hours, and I really wish I could have showed you guys how it looked in the middle of the day. So anyways, I'm not going to be able to show that to you, but I will explain to you kind of how the foundation wore throughout the entire day, because I did keep checking on it. And so it was kind of disappointing. You know, I really like Makeup Revolution, but I don't think that the stick foundation is good for my skin. I'm going to keep testing it out and try to see if I can make it work somehow with maybe a different primer or whatever. On my cheeks, it like looks really nice. It looks flawless. It looks glowing. As you can see right now, my face is like one big grease ball all throughout here, and that's crazy. I don't have oily skin. Not a lot of foundations will do this to me, I'm not gonna lie. So it's extremely dewy. I definitely wouldn't recommend it for anyone with oily skin. Middle of the day, it was crazy. It looked so caked on, and it looked like you could tell where certain areas were breaking apart. Like, it looked so cakey and cracked all in here, right along here, but especially right here. And I so badly wanted to zoom in and show you guys that at the time. And I was driving around running errands and I couldn't get it done. But oh my gosh, right here, it wanted to sink in. Like, it was a sunny day out, but it wasn't extremely hot or anything like that. But because of the sun, I was squinting a lot, and right in here, it sunk in and was breaking apart so bad. It looks terrible. Like, I'm so glad that I didn't have to see anybody, like, important today, because I was not feeling very good about how the foundation was looking in that area. Like I said, my cheeks look flawless. All this area is fine, but all right in through here looks absolutely terrible. Right now, it's just so greasy. It's crazy. Like, ew. It's so oily. Like, do you see that on my finger? How, like, shiny that looks? It's crazy. It doesn't feel good. I don't like how that feels on my skin. I don't want to feel oily and gross. And obviously, since I don't have oily skin, I don't have any of those blotting pads. So I've done nothing like that today, and I wouldn't have anyways, because I want to know how the foundation's going to work. It has broken apart around on my nose, pretty much faded all in through here and a little bit up on my forehead. One other issue I had with the foundation was that it kept rubbing off. Like, it's definitely not one of those transfer proof foundations. This seemed to be one of those foundations that if your friend was wearing a white shirt, you would not want to give them a hug, because it would end up all over them. Like, every time I went to use my phone today, it was coming off of my phone and it looked so gross. So yeah, just beware of that when you wear this foundation. Anyways, it was so cakey there earlier, but now it's like so greasy that it's not caked up anymore, because it's so oily at the moment that it like can't even like cake and crease up right now. But I honestly can't wait to take this foundation off. I'm really disappointed. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you'll know that I do my favorites and my hits and misses at the end of every month. And I haven't been doing that recently because I wasn't wearing makeup and I wasn't filming at that time. But as soon as I can get another one out, I'll update you guys on this foundation, or maybe in a couple other videos once I've had time to play around with it a little bit. So right now, I really couldn't recommend the foundation. If you guys have tried this out, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of this foundation. Maybe it's the primer I used. If it works for you, let me know what primer you're using or what kind of skin type you have. So maybe it's just me. You know, foundations are different for everyone. Maybe it works great for you, but let me know in the comments down below if you guys have any suggestions, and I'll try this out again with a bunch of different primers and see if anything like that helps. I didn't set it today with any powder. Maybe if I had gone in and set this down with like a matte powder, maybe that would have worked. I don't happen to own one right now because I got rid of mine since I have dry skin and the winter was really harsh on me. I gave it to a friend. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.